Good morning and welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. As you can see, we have a blind light in the background. The sun is shining through the window and it's a bright sunny morning in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's wonderful wherever you are in the world. Wonderfully warm weather here for this time of year, December. Usually it's cold, some snow possibly, but hey, it's going to be 60-some degrees today and maybe 70 tomorrow. And I like that because I'm not much for cold weather. Today's topic is going to be relationships. Red pill, blue pill, black pill, purple pill, whatever pill you want to talk about. It's just a word. It's a way they use to describe certain types of modalities for relationships. I call the red pill just being a man. Now, that's the red pill but red pill is like, it's like religions, a blue pill, black pill, all those things. At least from my perspective, it's like you have some people that believe red pill is this way, some people believe it's that way. It's the same way as religion in the Bible. We have the same Bible, they call it Christianity, but we have all these different churches and different views on it. It's the same way with red pill. Honestly, I don't know what the original meaning of red pill was or where it started out at, but we have different religions of red pill, so to speak. But what I see it as is giving women what they want. That seemed to be the original intent of red pill. Seeing women and men for who they really are and what they want in life, instead of dressing it up into some romantic Disney fairy tale that is not reality at all. I grew up with that. Maybe some of you did too, believing that there was this romantic version, Romeo and Juliet, the love that never dies. And if you have a mother that loved you, as I usually say, that's the only woman that's going to love you in that form. You're never going to find a woman that loves you the way your mother loved you, because you're part of her, you're flesh of her flesh, so to speak. But the woman you fall in love with or falls in love with you, or you guys fall in love with each other, she's not going to love you like your mother. She's not your mother. She doesn't want to be your mother, and she doesn't want you treating her like your mother. But we find sometimes as we grow up, boys and girls, we search for someone like our mother or like our father if you're a girl, even though you didn't like the way they raised you. Even though you may have hated them, you end up with someone just like them. We try to repair our past childhood. I don't want to use the word trauma. I do not. I'll say our past childhood difficulties in our future relationships. So we pick people who are very much like the people we grew up with. Even though we say we don't like the way they did things, we will find ourselves, if we are self-aware enough, doing the same things that our parents did. And if you're not self-aware enough to realize you're doing this, guess what? You just keep repeating the same things over and over and over. My father was a big drinker, maybe alcoholic, I'm not sure. I said I would never drink. Well, guess who? Guess who ended up drinking? I did. The good thing is, though, my kids have never seen me drink. I quit drinking a long time before I had children. So in that respect, I was not like my dad or my mom. There was things that she did, too. She didn't drink that I didn't like. But I still find myself, even today, saying things to my kids that she said to me that I did not like. So I catch myself. The only thing I can do, if I need to, is to go back and make amends to my kids. But that's a relationship. Everything in life is a relationship. Your happiness, your sadness, your success, your failure will be correlative to your relationships. Is that what I want to say? Correspond. Your success in life will be congruent with the success of your relationships. How about that? That may be a little better. I'm not sure if the first word fits in it or not. But the point I'm making is, if you have good relationships, you're going to have a good life. Most of your problems, your sadness, your happiness comes from your relationships, your ability to get along with people. And your ability to get along with difficult people will be congruent with your success in life also, because you're going to have those people. It's like if you're in business, you always seem to remember the ones that you had difficulties with. They're few and far between, but you remember those. But you've had hundreds of other ones that were very happy customers and pleased with your service. But we always remember the difficult ones, and those are the ones that we learn the most from. But back to relationships between men and women as far as romantic. Red pill to me is just, it's a form of giving women what they want. So many of us have been raised up to believe that we have to be nice to girls, we have to give them gifts, we have to bring them flowers. And most women don't want that. They don't want a nice guy. The original root meaning of the word nice comes from a Greek word, I think, or a Latin word, which means ignorant, stupid, naive, naivete, ridiculous, okay? That's where it comes from. And most people, most women, if you are a nice guy, they don't want anything to do with you. They'll put you in the friend zone. Women don't want a nice guy. Now, does that, excuse me, now does that mean they want a dick? No, it doesn't mean that either. It means they want someone who's being real, who they really are. And most guys are not real with a girl. They act around a girl or try to be around her like they think she wants them to be. When in reality, they don't want that at all. Why do they always go for the bad? Not always. Why do most of the time they go for the bad boy before they will the nice guy, the steady, the dependable guy? As I've told you guys before, I've been married more than once. And more than once, one of my wives told me that I was a good guy and a good husband, but she just couldn't stand this kind of life, okay? I was dependable. I worked every day. I took care of the kids. I come home. I did everything that I was told I was supposed to do growing up as a child. And she lost interest in me and left and went with the meth dealer, the guy that just got out of jail. That was a tough blow. And she even told me I was, even told me what a good husband I was and a good father. So what's up with that, huh? Now you could say, well, you were just with a girl who was damaged or emotionally troubled or whatever. But everybody's got some emotional damage or some trouble, some more than others. But this is a common theme you'll see throughout. If you watch the red pill videos, they'll tell you what happens to nice guys, to steady, dependable guys. Maybe after a woman gets to be 50, she may change a little bit there and want the steady, dependable guy. But before that, it just doesn't work. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have a steady job and be dependable, but she has got to have some competition anxiety, as the red pill community calls it. She's got to know that you could go out and be with some other woman if you wanted to be. She's got to know that other women want to be with you. If you become hers completely, 9 times out of 10, she will become bored with you. She may not leave you if you're a good provider, but she will cheat on you. I know that doesn't make sense, especially if we've been raised up to be the good, honorable man that protects his woman, which I think that's good, and provides for her and keeps her secure and safe. Women want security and safety, but too much of it strangles them. So what do you do? What are you supposed to do, huh? Well, you just got to give them a little bit of mystery, a little anxiety. When they first met you, they knew they didn't have you secured. They weren't sure if you were going to stay with them, and they couldn't get enough of you. But after you got to be steady, maybe you moved in together, maybe you got married, things changed. She knew you were coming home every night. She knew you weren't going out with the boys. She knew you weren't doing anything except being her man. And that becomes boring for her. I know for us guys that doesn't make sense. You think that's what she wanted, and that's what she would tell you she wants, but never listen to what a woman says she wants. Watch and see what she reacts to, how she responds to certain things, because that will tell you the truth. I know it seems counterproductive or counterintuitive to treat a woman opposite of what she says she wants to be treated like, but look at what women go for. Look at what excites women. Look at what women cheat on their good, steady, handsome boyfriends for. It's not the steady, dependable, trustworthy man. No, it's the Giga Chad. It's the guy who's out partying. He's sleeping with all these other girls. He's carefree. He's irresponsible. Well, he may not be irresponsible, but he might be. Okay, but there he is. When I was younger, I experienced that. I was the man who was sleeping with all the girls. I was a Harley Davidson motorcycle hippie type guy in my teens. And I had all the high-class girls, and I'm sure the steady farmers that lived in my community that wanted to go out with these girls had to wonder, what in the hell are these girls going out with this guy for? But I was untamable. I was the fighter. I was the partier. That's just the way it is. It didn't make sense, and logically it was strange. But that's just the way it is. So don't try to understand it, just work with it. That's what you have to work with. If you're going to build a house here in the U.S. or anywhere in the world, you have certain materials, and you can only do so much with these certain materials to build this house. It's the same way with women. They are the way they are, neither good nor bad. Thinking makes them so. Don't get angry at women because they're like they are. No more than you would want women to get angry at you for being a man. We have certain traits, and we're all very similar in these certain traits. We're all each unique and different too, but in general, we have certain traits and characteristics that men have, certain things they do. Women are the same. Now, when we're together and we work together, we complement each other. But think about things that you don't want from a woman. You may say you want a woman to do, but actually you don't want that. Okay, think about that. We do the same thing. We're not so different if you stop and think about it and try to look at it objectively. So in a relationship, what you really want to do is give a woman what she wants, but not what she says she wants. Think about that for a while. Give her what she wants. That's all we're doing with this red pill or any of these things, these guys that are teaching you how to date women. We're telling you to give them what they want, but not what they say they want. Those are two completely different things. So remember that. Give them what they respond to. And if you don't know, then watch some of the YouTube videos, watch some of my videos, and you can learn what women really, really like, not what they say they like. And never, ever take advice from a woman about women. There are a few on YouTube that really know what's going on, but it's rare. So that's all I got for today. Smash that like button and subscribe. And if you'd like to get my help personally, marksinspiration.com is my website, and I will see you tomorrow.